One of the main reasons people are against gay marriage is that they think homosexuality is unnatural. However, one of the definitions of natural is an attribute of a person born with a particular skill, quality, or ability. Homosexuality is perfectly natural. The National Library of Medicine confirmed that a person's sexual orientation is biologically induced during the first trimester of pregnancy. Homosexuality is neither learned nor contagious and has no effect on people being able to build healthy relationships, parent children, or contribute to society.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay, cause I could draw. My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom, tears rushing down my face. She's like, Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K. Tripping. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes.
Homosexuality is natural and is exhibited in the animal kingdom. Many animals exhibit homosexuality, such as penguins, ostriches, flamingos, sheep, fruit bats, dolphins, and orangutans.
And you can be cured with some treatment and religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition, playing God. Oh nah, here we go. America the brave still fears what we don't know. And God loves all his children. It's somehow forgotten, but we paraphrase a book written 3,500 years ago. I don't know.
And I can't change.
Another reason people are against gay marriage is the belief that children raised in a homosexual family are being hurt because they're lacking a mother or a father figure. However, psychological studies show that children are raised best when they have a loving and supportive family. It is also shown that it does not matter the sexual orientation of the parents, that as long as the parents, heterosexual or homosexual, create a stable, loving environment for their children.
If I was gay, I would think hip-hop hates me. Have you read the YouTube comments lately? Man, that's gay, gets dropped on the daily. We become so numb to what we're saying. A culture founded from oppression. Yeah, we don't have acceptance for them. Call each other behind the keys of a message board.
The slide shown here is a list of organizations that have endorsed civil marriage and adoption for homosexual couples.
Gender to skin color, the complexion of your pigment. The same fight that led people to walkouts and sit-ins. It's human rights for everybody. There is no difference. Live on and be yourself. When I was at church,
the reason they support this is because they have found that marriage strengthens mental and physical health, and having parents who love their children is what's important to the child's development.
Voiceless rather than fighting for humans that have had their rights stolen. I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Right, I support it.
Love is love, and homosexual people are no exception to this rule. All they want is to be with the person they love for the rest of their lives and have it recognized by the law. They're not trying to overthrow the government, upset the natural balance, or destroy the sanction of your church. They simply want to be able to love who they love and marry them.
A world so hateful, some would rather die than be who they are. And a certificate on paper isn't gonna solve it all, but it's a good place to start. No law is gonna change us. We have to change us. Whatever God you believe in, we come from the same one. Strip away the fear, underneath it's all the same love. About time.
Marriage is considered a private and public commitment from one adult to another to be committed to each other for life. To be legally married, you do not have to get married in a church or by a pastor or priest. But to be legally married, you do need a civil marriage license. In fact, in the United States, marriage is only considered legal if the couple has signed a marriage license. Just because they get married in a church does not make it officially recognized by the government. This being said, why can homosexual couples not get a marriage license? Because through this, you can clearly see it's not a religious matter, but it is a civil right.
Not crying on Sundays, pace. Not crying on Sundays.
Religious groups should not be able to vote based on personal religious bias because they're making people subject to the practices of a religion those people may or may not believe in. Everyone in America has the right to free speech and the right to believe in what they want to. If someone does not believe in religious practices, why should they be subjected to follow them? If the government makes laws against homosexual marriage based off of religious votes, then it would be like people who are Jewish trying to pass a law saying that no one can eat pork because it's against their religion and offends them. If they did that, America would have a field day about how they were taking away everyone's rights and forcing people to support their religion when they don't believe in it. I'm not saying that religions and religious people have to support gay marriage. I'm just pointing out that they shouldn't be allowed to sway the government laws based on their religion because not everyone believes in that religion. So why would they have to follow the rules of it? Another point people argue is that marriage is a sacred union and that homosexual marriage will destroy that sacred union. But people can get divorced and married 6 times, then get married a 7th time, and yet they're still allowed to marry, and apparently that isn't destroying the sacred union. People who are convicted murderers, felons, sex offenders, people who killed their families or raped children are allowed to get married, but they aren't damaging the sacred union of marriage either. So I think we need to redefine what we think of as the sacred union of marriage. This debate is not the first of its kind. Just 60 years ago, we were having the same national debate, except the topic was not same-sex marriage, but interracial marriage. I read a story about a woman named Mildred Jeter. She was an African-American woman who married a white man, and their marriage was legal where they got married, but when the couple returned to Virginia where they lived, they were arrested and forced to leave the state or go to jail. Most people now would talk about how terrible it was that this happened and that they should have had the right to get married. So why is this right not extended to homosexual couples? Mildred released a statement in 2007 about how her and her husband's struggle to marry was similar to the current struggle the homosexual couples are having. She said, "My generation was bitterly divided over something that should have been so clear and right. The majority believed that it was God's plan to keep people apart, that the government should discriminate against people in love, how much it meant to me to have the freedom to marry the person precious to me, even if others thought he was the wrong kind of person for me to marry. I believe all Americans, no matter their race, no matter their sex, no matter their sexual orientation, should have the same freedom to marry." On the following screen is a list of states that have adopted policies and laws that allow for same-sex couples to get married.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Give yourself prudence and love your friends. Subway kid, rejoice your truth.